What's up, y'all? It's your boy Keyon Bowman, aka Mr. True Talent, and I'm sitting here with Intrusive Thoughts with Nooski 4X.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, man? How you feeling, Mr. True Talent? How you feeling?
Good, man. Can't complain. Can't complain.
All right, man.
Chilling, man.
For the people who don't know, man, where are you from?
I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. That's where I was born, but I moved to Compton, California when I was 8 or 9. But I got roots in Greenville, Mississippi.
Okay,
So.
see, that's nice. Hey, you got roots in the Ville. That's good.
Yeah, I got
That's
roots
good.
in the Ville,
Got
man.
that little southern in you. I like that. I like that.
Yep.
So, first question, man.
Let's
How
get it.
is it being an actor?
How is it being an actor? It's a good question. Because a lot of people had different perceptions about being an actor, but I would say how being an actor would be, it's a fun experience. It's literally you playing different characters, you putting yourself aside for a character that is brought to you. Like if you got to play, just to put it out there, like a dope dealer, or you got to play a doctor, you got to play a musician, like you are playing somebody totally different from yourself. So it's fun to be able to try different characters and, bring other characters to life.
Have you ever just had a persona that probably just stuck with you, like every day? You in this mode, this character?
I would say somebody from the South, because a lot of times, like, I have to bring that Southern hospitality or that Southern accent to my audition, so I think that'll be like stuck with me a lot. After I'm done with the tape, like I'll be talking like that like the whole day or a few days after. But a lot of the ones that I do, I just leave them there on set, and I'm back to Keyon like when I'm done. Like,
So, okay. So, one more thing. So, let's talk about nonstop. How was the
Okay.
experience shooting that? I know you got to meet like a lot of NBA stars, talk to a lot of people, especially Jason Tatum. Probably
Yeah.
my favorite one. How was that?
it was cool, man. It was cool. It was crazy how it even came to me. I auditioned for it. I beat out like 500 kids for the role. Working on it, man, it was crazy. Like I felt like I had made it at that point. Like that was the stamp. Like it really stamped me as an actor because it really showed my range for who I was as an actor. But man, it was a great experience. Everybody was so cool on set, man. Everybody was just tall. Like I was looking up at everybody. Like I'm short compared to these people, man. But it was just cool, man. They was giving me game, every time that we was shooting together. They made the set comfortable. They basically held me to a certain standard because I'm looking at them as they're Jason Tatum or they're Steph Curry, but they looked at me, you are nonstop. I'm coming on your set. So it's kind of crazy how the roles was reversed when that happened. So.
Y'all gotta get up. Stop. Just stop right there.
So, any advice from like NBA players, business-wise, that you probably took into perspective for yourself?
I would say be intentional with your choices when you're investing or when you're making deals and endorsements with different companies. Like it has to fit your catalog and it has to fit the direction you're going sonically, mentally, and physically as an entertainer, as anything that you're doing. So I think they're very selective with. It's basically Paul George told me that he's very selective with the endorsements that he chooses because he has a lot of people coming at him about, drinks, Gatorade, Powerade, all types of stuff. But he's very intentional as to, does this fit me?
We back?
Yes, sir. We back.
All right. So, most actors are put in a. Well, when did you start acting? What age did you really start acting and get your major, gig?
When I was 6 or 7. Yep, because I started as a baby doing like it's beauty pageants, but it was beauty pageants for babies, for boys and girls. So I started doing that. I would be dressed in my suit, walk the stage, like it was like a mini baby model thing. So I started doing that, and that kind of like introduced me to, being in front of the camera, making people laugh, smiling, doing like basic fundamentals. But then as I got older, I used to always be watching TV. And all I watched was Bernie Mac show, Martin, Corey in the House, That's So Raven. Like I watched all the black actors and actresses that did comedy and drama. So I would just sit back there and watch TV, and I would mimic the lines as they would say it. I would pause it, say what they said, play it, do stuff like that. So that kind of like, I kind of found something that really made me happy to do every single day, and that was doing that. So I heard an ad on the radio when I was in Salt Lake with my parents, and it was asking me, did you want to be an actor like those, like Selena Gomez's and the Justin Biebers and stuff like that. So it was a company called True Talent, which is how I got my name, Mr. True Talent. They literally crowned me that name because I was the one that came from that agency.
So it was an earned name.
It was an earned name, so I earned it. And so I went to the agency, did my monologue, did my spiel. They told me that I had great confidence, I had a great smile, but I couldn't really read. Like, I was just memorizing stuff. So when I learned how to read, well, I wanted to go to the acting class that they had. I couldn't go to the acting class because I didn't know how to read. They told me, come back when you know how to read. I took maybe a few months, learned how to read, came back. I was like, I'm ready. And he said, come on in. So I basically started training with him for about 3 years up until I moved to LA. And that's kind of like how I got my start. And then I got my first movie with Tia Mowry and Tori Spellings and Tammy Townsend. It's called The Mistletones. It come on every Christmas on ABC and Freeform. So that was my first one I got, and that kind of like took me off. You know what I'm saying? It took me off.
So the Chicago Med, how did that come about? Please inform me. And how did you feel once you got that call?
It was audition, man. I had to audition for that jump. They sent it to me, and I sent the tape in. My team, they hit me maybe, I'd say a week later, telling me that I got the part. And I had to go to I had to go to Chicago and shoot for 14 days. That experience was crazy because I'm working with actors that I've watched that are established. So to be on the set with them and, you know, they giving me game and stuff like that, it was just a cool experience. And I feel like at that moment, I'm like, I'm really here. Because I think when I got that, you know, I was playing catch up for a minute because I wasn't getting a lot of stuff at a time. Like, I was at a plateau, not getting a lot of stuff. So when I got Chicago Med, it was like a woosah, but not a full woosah because I still got more work to do. But that kind of like, all right, like we getting somewhere. Like, because that's big. Like, that's primetime TV. So when I got there, it was crazy. It was mind blowing. Like,
it was just a different type of
feeling. It was a different type of feeling. Like, I've been on sets, but that was like a different type of set to where everybody is on their game. They coming ready. You know, we running lines. Like, they running lines with the guest stars, and I'm a guest star on there. They like the leads. They've been on there for 10 years, and they like, let's run lines. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? So they communicating about the craft, and it just felt good. So they welcomed me with open arms, and it was tight. It was cool. Fun.
Yeah, that check on the line, that, you know, they bringing their A game.
Man, A game.
So what made you transition into music? Like, how did that start?
Man, I was tired of being overlooked. Like, a lot of times people be overlooking great talent, and I feel like you got to find a way to kind of get their attention. So I feel like with the music, they already knew I could dance. They already knew I could act. So I feel like they don't know that I can sing for real. And I would always post cover songs, but it never really like, nobody really paid attention. So I'm like, let me create a single. Let me really be singing on a track. Some on some Chris Brown, Usher type, and I just transitioned. You know, me and my pops, 6, we came up with the song. We wrote it, we recorded it, pushed it, did all type of content to it. You know, because we wanted that traction. Because I really want my own TV show. Like, that's the goal. The goal is to get my own TV show. I want to be the executive producer, the actor, all the things. So I feel like that is kind of like, all right, y'all, I'm a triple threat here. Like, let's write around me. I can sing, I can dance, I can do everything. So I think that was kind of like the icing on the cake for what I do.
To be as multi-talented as you are, I really don't know, like, what to honestly just ask you. But it's like you got many keys to many doors.
Right.
And you go through all of them.
Yes, sir.
So I guess it's just, how is the experience of just living and doing these things? The acknowledgement, I would say. How does it feel being acknowledged for doing the things that you've done?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. All thanks to God. I mean, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be doing none of this. I wouldn't have the breath to do it. I wouldn't have the voice, none of that. But it just feels good that my work is being acknowledged. Because when you in this game, just alone, entertainment, you fiend to be acknowledged for your work, for the hard work that you put in. So when I do get acknowledged for it, it's like thank you. But then later on that day or that night, it's like they really see me. So it feel good. Like it's really like, okay, like my work is being acknowledged. I feel good that I'm doing something right, making an impact, not just trying to please people or do it, but like I'm really making an impact on everybody, not just myself.
Okay. Keyon, I'm gonna ask you two separate questions pertaining to everything that you do.
Okay.
So, top 5 influential people as actors and top 5 influential artists.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with actors first.
Yeah, let's start with the actors first. I gotta hear this, honestly.
Denzel Washington first and foremost. Like that's the GOAT. That's the blueprint. Sidney Poitier, Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, and I'ma go.
Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Martin Lawrence, but I wanna get a good one.
Okay.
I would say Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Wright.
Wright?
Yep, Jeffrey Wright.
Okay, so what about the artist?
Okay, Chris Brown, Usher, Bryson Tiller, Blast, and Michael Jackson.
So I'm fucking with your playlist. I'm fucking with your
Okay,
playlist.
bet.
Now, out of them five, who do you feel like you resonate with more, though?
Probably Michael and Chris mixed together. But I would say Michael just off the bat.
So you got that dancing in you?
Yeah, I got that dancing in me because I played Young Michael Jackson on tour for a minute. So that kind of was like, I toured
Young Mike?
I did, what was it, 3 cities? About,
Salt Lake,
yeah.
Utah, and Nevada.
Utah and Nevada. I did 2 states. So
I could see you playing the Young Mike in a biopic.
for sure. There's one coming out, props to them, but I went out for that. So, I ain't get it.
You ain't get it.
I ain't get it, man. But I got to the last round, though.
They playing with you.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out for the opportunity, though, for real.
Lionsgate.
Lionsgate, yes, sir.
So, man, I appreciate your time, honestly.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to give you, last remark questions.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Out of being an actor and out of being an artist, which one do you love more? Which one really has your heart?
Being an actor, for sure. Like, that's always, because I started off doing that. And I think that's kind of like what I see myself doing my entire life. I don't see myself doing, it's no plan B, it's no plan C. I want to be able to pick up a script, bring that character to life, go to work with some of the most talented people in the world, go home, get the acknowledgement, and make an impact.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I heard that if you know, you know now. Hey,
Well,
that news is something else, though.
y'all gonna make me just both. I say both. I say
Don't
both.
stick to just one now.
I know, but I'm a for sure like with the music. I'm slowly getting that itch for like I want to get in the studio. I want to get in the studio like all the time because it's fun and you have more freedom doing it too. So I noticed that like with acting, you have to. It's a certain way you got to do it, but with music, you have the freedom to create whatever you want to create. You the boss, unless you know what I'm saying. You got A&Rs in the studio and how they want certain stuff sound, but it starts with you. So I think that's kind of like the fun part about it, and I'm gaining a liking for it, like a true liking for it, for sure.
And I like the fact that you're bringing like more R&B more.
Yep, for sure.
A lot of people, they try to stick to the rap. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't a fan of it. I get tired of all that.
For real? You don't like no Boss Man D-Lo?
Like,
None of that?
That cool and all, but I'm
Yeah,
R&B man. I'm a
for
R&B
sure.
man. I can't do that. I can't do that.
We need more R&B though, for real. So I think that, y'all ain't had no young R&B artist since Chris Brown, and I think I'm up next. I'm already here though. Yeah, respectfully though, cause I love Chris. That's like the blueprint.
People call him the Prince of Pop now.
He the Prince of Pop for sure. I wouldn't say he the king because you got Michael. Like if it wasn't for Michael, he wouldn't even be here. So we can't give him that. And he said it himself. So I'm agreeing with him. He is the Prince though, for sure.
So be real. So Michael Jackson got a show or Chris Brown got a show. Which one you going to first?
I'm gonna have to go Michael.
Got him.
Michael. I'm gonna have to go Michael. Respectfully though, cause he's the blueprint. Like he would go to a Michael concert. He would even tell me to go to a Michael concert for sure.
I feel like he'll then skip his own concert just to go.
Exactly,
To a Michael
cause he loved Michael. Like just as he loved Michael. So I think, Chris, if you watching this, I'm gonna go to Michael. Then I'm gonna come to yours later on.
Don't listen to him, Chris. He going Michael. He don't even fuck with you, Chris. No, I'm just playing, man. But thank you, Keyon. Thank you for your
Appreciate
time,
it, man. Yes,
Can you
sir.
tell them any new music, any release dates. Can we get something?
Yes, sir. January 10th, 2025. My sophomore single, upcoming single, "Hold Me Down," will be out everywhere. January 10th. Stay tuned for more music. Stay tuned for more films. I got a lot of stuff coming out. I can't speak on what can I speak on?
That's where you went.
Where I went to New York to film a TV show. Can't really tell y'all what it's for yet, but it'll be out soon, sometime in February. And when y'all see it, y'all support, run it up. Let me know. Y'all follow me on Instagram, Keyon Bowman 61, Twitter, Keyon Bowman 61. TikTok, Keyon Bowman 61. Facebook, KBV Actor 61.
All right, man. Is that all you want to add before we get up out this thing, man?
What else do I want to add? Hey, stay true, stay grounded, keep going, and whatever you want to do in life, do it. Don't second guess it. From your boy Keyon Bowman. That's my advice to you.
And we out this thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir. No problem.